Hey guys, excuse me, welcome to today's video, or this video. Sometimes I do many videos in a day. Today we're going to talk about DNS over HTTPS. Forgive me while I stumble upon that particular phrase, because as you can tell by this is a page from my blog, one of my many websites. I am a professional martial arts teacher who specializes in self-defense, not in sport. Sport is of no interest to me whatsoever. I focus on the real thing. But privacy is so fundamental to your ability to defend yourself that it's not funny. And this is honestly why I'm doing this channel. You got a lot of technical guys out there who are brilliant techs. However, they're very apathetic towards what privacy means. Okay? I'm not. I err on the paranoid side of what privacy means, because you're far better off to make sure that you're okay than to assume you're okay. That's why I tell people you should be listening to me, not these guys who are telling you. You can have computer engineers with degrees coming out of their wazoos telling you that a VPN doesn't make any difference. It's not worth bothering with. And then they'll back it up with all of their technical information. Yeah, but that, in all honesty, doesn't mean anything, because you don't understand as a techie how this relates to the real world. And it's how it relates to the real world that matters, not the other. The other becomes political. Now, what is DNS over HTTPS? Now, I say that slowly because I have a program called HPPT. So it's very easy to get tongue-tied on that. And I talk about HPPT, Humane Pressure Point Tactics, far more than I talk about hypertext transfer protocols. Right. So, that being said, DNS, Directory Name Servers, Domain Name Servers, sorry. Now, when you go to your browser and you type in, as an example, kyushojitsuworld.com, a request is sent out to a DNS server to find out what that bunch of words means. That is transferred into an IP address, and the IP address in this particular case is 172.105.17.129 is what that translates to. That address is sent back to the browser, and the browser connects to the website. So it's a two-step process. And sometimes it can be a slow process because you are waiting on the DNS server to reply with what it is talking about. Now there's a very big hole there currently, in that the connection you make to the DNS server is not secure. It's not encrypted. It is in plain text. It's on port 53. And anybody who has the ability can monitor that request. And being that it's in plain text, they know exactly where you're going. Right? So this is the problem that they wish to solve with DNS over HTTPS. Now, there are some people in the technical world who do not like this. They say it's junk. And they have their reasons. I always err on the side of, if this increases privacy, it's a good thing, even if it happened to slow down response. Now, the DNS server has to be set up for this. Currently, the only one I am aware of that is Cloudflare. And I recommend people use Cloudflare as their DNS server anyway. The address is 1.1.1.1. Now, Google's is similar. It's 8.8.8.8. Now, Google's probably supports it because Google is part of the project that is bringing this forward, but I won't use Google. Right? So, now, no company is perfect. There's been controversy about Cloudflare too. No company is perfect. You just got to pick the lesser of the evils. Now, the idea with these DNS servers is they do not keep your search result, your search statistics results, right? So there is a little bit of step in privacy, but you have an insecure connection going between the two. Now, right now, the only browser I know of that supports DNS over HTTPS is, forgive my Great Dane for making noise back here, he talks a lot. The only one that I'm aware of that supports it is Firefox. I know that Chromium does, but it's a special command line right now, but they're part of the project. It will be coming soon. In Firefox, you have to turn it on, and then it connects to Cloudflare rather than whatever else you're doing. Now, for myself, my router is set up to connect to Cloudflare. So my router, I have a router modem combination. Every request goes to Cloudflare that requires a DNS, regardless of what the browser is requesting. Right, so, that being said, there's something I would like you to watch here as we are doing this. Now, I'm going to change what I'm looking at here, and I'm going to type in world.com. Right? Now, it knows from this address here, as you can see, where my mouse pointer is, that it agrees that this is a website. So this is going to be queried. And as soon as I press enter, this is being queried. And note the exclamation mark. It's not encrypted. It comes back, it's encrypted. Okay, and then here we are. Now if I go to another page, the browser already knows where it is I'm going. You will not lose your encrypted connection because it no longer needs the DNS server to do it. So here we come up to various articles here. Just going to let this load here for a quick second. It's loading a fair bit at this particular time. I'm going to click on this article. You will notice that we never lose the lock because now we are encrypted. Okay, this is what the norm is. Now if I'm going to switch windows here, and here we are in Firefox, and we have DNS over HTTPS configured, and I will show you how to do that as well because most people use Firefox. And my Great Dane is talking. Now we're on a secure connection. I'm going to change where we are. Right? So we're going to go to a different website of mine. If I can type. And I'm going to make it I have a non-standard domain here, which can slow things down a little bit. Now you can see that it is agreed upon that I am going to a website. I press it, and instantly I am coming back with a lock. Now I picked a bad website because I have an insecure image on the website, and that's why we're getting this particular thing here. Right? So my apologies for that. But as an example, let me accept the cookies on this thing here. If I go to members login, that would disappear because there's just an insecure element on my front website. And someday I will get around to fix that. But you will notice that we do not get the warning anymore in here. And you will get this in Firefox. You'll get that warning. Because now, since it is using DNS over HTTPS, the request going to the DNS server, which is Cloudflare, is secure. So you cannot be sniffed out like a man-in-the-middle attack when you are doing this. This is something that, as the technology gets better and better with this and is fully implemented, this cuts down on the needs for VPNs. Now for me, it will never eliminate the need for a VPN because I like changing my geolocation. Right? To me, that's just as important as the encrypted data. So now, if I go back to here, okay, and I type in the word TD, what's that thing called? easyweb.tdcanadatrust.com. This is the banking site in Canada. I hit that thing, it's insecure, it comes back. I ended up doing that as a request, but that's okay. Right? But you can see even as I go here, the name's there, I'm going to have an insecure moment in which somebody can intercept that information. Oh no, I didn't have it in this particular case. DuckDuckGo must be protecting it. It's being considered as to one session. But this is a method by which to close down some holes. Right? So I'm going to close this thing out for a second here. Oh, I got Chrome running too. It's busy. Bang. So we're going to come over to here, and I want you to take a look here. And this is Firefox, of course, and we are going to go into Preferences. Here we are. Now we go into preferences. The easiest way is to type in the word DNS in the search bar. It will give you these settings. Come down to the bottom and you will see enable right here. And this will automatically default you to Cloudflare. Right? So this is a step that you can take, especially if you are a Firefox user, a Mozilla user, that will really, really benefit you in the long run when it's coming to increasing your security online. Now this video is gonna go a little bit longer because I'm gonna talk about a related topic as we're doing this. Now I'm just gonna open up Tor here for a second because I'm curious. Forgive me, I'm gonna get a drink of coffee. You can't see what I'm doing because I got the desktop up, right? I'm one of these odd people that does YouTube videos. I'm not concerned about things that a lot of people are. I'm concerned about the information more than the etiquette of it. So yeah, I'm gonna drink some coffee. I do my Q show live streams with a glass of beer, so people don't like it too bad. Okay, of course. Okay, we better update. Tor updates every 15 minutes. Sometimes it feels like, but that's okay. We're gonna let Tor do its thing here, and then we will go from there. Are you going to update Tor? I said yes. Okay, well, while Tor is doing weird things, let's go to preferences. Security and privacy. Okay, I'm going to try this differently. DNS. Okay. They have not enabled it in here by the look of it, which is okay because the system that they use, the Onion router system, is just fine. I didn't know if it even could be enabled in there for. It would not be needed for Onion addresses, but I think I'd like to see it for regular addresses. Is this enough to make me switch back to Firefox? No. I run a VPN. I'm not concerned about that. However, I do know that it is coming, and so I'm not terribly worried about all the browsers are going to end up having it. Mozilla is petitioning Congress to force it to be used. Now, the interesting thing is the government is not going to want it to be used. So that in of itself is going to be an interesting sort of thing. Now, the final thing I want to talk about in this video today is browser history. What you don't understand about why it is important that this information is encrypted or not kept. Right? People don't typically really consider what they do to be of any interest. Now here's DuckDuckGo. Again, you saw the little exclamation point as Cloudflare returned an insecure connection for this. That information that I'm going to DuckDuckGo is open. Now it's encrypted. It doesn't matter what I type in. And as DuckDuckGo, they don't keep it. But realize that when everything you see, everything you do is being seen, you open yourself up to a world of things that you really don't want to be opened up to. Now, if I go onto Google, and I won't, yeah, I do have to use Google for some things, business-oriented. I just restrict it as much as is humanly possible. If, as an example, I search for a book, ebook, Edward Snowden. That is a controversial subject today. Okay? Now, this is encrypted. No one is seeing this search. But if you are using a standard browser like this one, and you're not on a VPN, this search is seen. Right? And this is how you get. Now, if you're using a VPN, the search is not seen. If you're not using a VPN, the search is seen because the search to the DNS is unencrypted. Now, if I were on Google right now and I did this, and then I went on Amazon, I would start to see search results for Edward Snowden. Now, people go, well, that's really convenient. Now, most of the time, when I used to not bother to do any of this, the the results suggestions I got were way off base. Now, the algorithms have probably increased greatly over time, but you see, my search for Edward Snowden's book is no one's business, right? Now, me searching for this today, with how badly Edward Snowden is hated by the United States government, could cause me difficulty in the future. Because, well, why is he's a person of interest, because why is he interested in that? Right? This is why this information needs to be kept private. Right? It is no one's business. Because I searched for Edward Snowden doesn't mean I'm interested in hacking into the NSA. Right? I don't need to hack into the NSA because they've been hacked so many times, and all that information is public now anyway if you search for it. Right? There's something called open source intelligence now, where you can find out almost anything you could ever want to know about any person because it's all on the internet. That's how bad this has gotten to be. So let's stop the flow. Right? Remember, I'm sorry, but no matter what search engine I'm using, the results that I'm getting from these people are not worth the money they make from having that information. Right? The quality of this service does not equal my data. For me, it's not a fair trade-off, and that's assuming that only business knew about it. We couple the fact that government knows about it. All the governments, not just mine. Yeah, no thanks. I will take back my privacy every time. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. We were doing some tests the other day between my channel and my son's channel, the sister channel, Digital Warrior. Wasteland. I'm just not doing well today, am I? Digital Wasteland Gaming, and he gets a lot. He shows up on Google. I don't. I wonder why that is. Do you think it's the topic? Could be. So make sure you click the notification bell, or you're not going to know about new videos, and it may be one that's really critical for you. That's the beautiful thing about notifications. You can go, oh, wow, I really want to see that. Or, yeah, no, I don't care. Right? I love notifications. Also, check out our Patreon account because there's lots of great things coming, different tiers for Patreons, as well as new goals and things that are going to come that are going to impact you, and I know you're going to love them. Talk to you soon, guys. Ciao.